Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sprint 274 review. This was a normal 2-week sprint. Let's get started. I'll start with the overview, Gilbert on the UI, Adam on providers, and Joe on the platform. This sprint, we had 86 PRs merged with 14 tests, 14 enhancements, 7 bugs, and a smattering of the rest. And over to Gilbert on the UI.
Thanks, Jason. So for the UI, starting off with bugs, I fixed the copy request dialog form, and then Joe fixed typos in comments/strings in application helper and controller. Next slide. For other PRs that we had, Renovate updated the dependency Webpack dev server to v5. Um, the Renovate bot also updated the Babel mono repo. Joe had his Cypress on Rails initial PR. Renovate updated dependency Angular UI sortable to 0.19.0, as well as Babel loader to 8.40. Bootstrap switched to 3.40, and engines.node to 2019.5. Carbon component React to 7.60.0. Class names to 250. Connected React router to 690. Jason created a PR where it reads the node version from the package.json in the CI. Joe fixed another PR with more typos. This one is a constant and encode. I reverted the Morphe Bootstrap update PR because it was causing issues in our Morphe branch. Next slide. For test, Osavad added automated tests with Cypress for zone form, add element validation commands, add expect dual list command, enhance expect alerts command, add dual list commands, add MIQ data table commands, add form element selectors. Joe moved after the before and or to the higher context. Joe also did appear. Not all the tests in the describe blocks needed restore. Asavad had another PR, added automated tests with Cypress for the copy catalog form. Joe had a PR roll back the tenant test changes due to timing issue failures. Asavad made a PR for the selector being more generic, as well as another PR to incorporate changes from previous PR, which was 9653. Next slide. So going back to the bug I had fixed in the UI, this is the copy request dialog form. As you can see on the before, when you would load up the initial form, a lot of the fields were just empty. And then the after picture, you could see the initial values are now loading properly. Next slide. For UI service, we only had 2 PRs. We had our update yarn to 4.10.3, and as well as reading the known version from the package.json in the CI. That's it for the UI. Next is Adam.
Thanks, Gilbert. For core of this sprint, we added MIQ requests and MIQ provision workflow classes for configuration script provisioning. This is the first step in unifying the way that we do provisioning for automation managers to make it more similar to the way we do VM provisioning. After that, we got cleaned up the get description override method, something that was added at one point but found that it was not required, so we cleaned that up. Amazon, we added a new region, the US ISOB West 1 region, so you'll be able to add resources in that region going forward. OpenStack Provider, we fixed a long-standing bug with newer versions of OpenStack where the metric for CPU utilization was dropped. There's an aggregate method that would give you the utilization in percent. They dropped all of those aggregate methods, and so you're left with the CPU counter in nanoseconds, and so we switched to using that, calculate the percentage off of that, and so you should be able to get CPU metrics for VMs and OpenStack on newer versions again. Next slide. Oh, drop that. Okay, so on Overt, we bumped the Overt Engine SDK. They updated to a version that doesn't require additional build flags for compiling the C library. And for Terraform Enterprise, we added an MIQ provision task job-based state machine. So the goal here is to move provisioning of Terraform Enterprise workspaces out of Automate and into Ruby job state machines, again, similar to VM provisioning. So Terraform Enterprise is the first one, but we'll apply that to the other automation managers as well going forward. That is it for providers. Over to Joe.
Thanks, Adam. For platform enhancements this sprint, Keenan added same site equals strict for cookies to help prevent CSRF attacks. Keenan upgraded query relation for eager include and preload to improve some of the database query performance. And Brandon restricted inbound traffic in OpenShift to ingress only, limiting network access. Next slide. For bugs and maintenance this sprint, Keenan updated the config map generator by converting the Travis CI to GitHub Actions. He also downgraded Bundler for Ruby 3.1 compatibility and updated the gemfile.log. Keenan cleaned up Axis AR scope and Axis AR model to follow up his previous changes for RBAC. Next, Brandon upgraded URI to address the CVE. Keenan updated RAC across multiple repositories to also deal with a CVE. And I fixed minor typos and comments in the RBAC filter. Next slide.
And that's all for our Sprint 274 review. The next Sprint review 275 will be on November 5th at the usual place and time, although daylight savings time is coming up, so it will shift by an hour, but same numerical time. And I'd like to thank everyone who presented today, all our contributors, and our community. Thanks, everyone.